welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a try on and wear test of the new Goss Luxury Cream Foundation. I picked up my shade in shade 6. The packaging looks like it's plastic, but it does have a luxurious kind of a feel and look to it. Goss is a makeup artist, and this is part of his makeup line. I got this from Beauties. There are 12 shades. I have seen some grumblings and complaints about the shade range. There's only 12 shades, but you have to understand that Goss is a smaller independent brand. He does not have the money and the means to, launch 50 shades all at once like, the higher brands do. I saw a video where somebody was talking about Zara, which is a clothing brand, and how they're launching their first makeup line, and they're launching like 40 shades or something all at once. Well, Zara is a huge brand, and their foundation is also like $6 a bottle, so you can't really compare the two. I will say that I appreciate the fact that they aren't like 12 shades of beige and then one shade of a deeper color. I think the shade range is pretty nice, and the lightest shade is like porcelain, almost white shade, so you can buy that and kind of mix the shades a little bit to kind of customize if you would like. He did mention that in his launch video when he explained the product, how to use it, what the expectations of the product are. So basically, the foundation is described as giving you a smooth, seamless finish. It glides on like silk. It has a buildable light to full coverage with a satin finish. In his video, he claims that the product is very highly pigmented, so you don't have to use too much to get a full coverage, so we're going to test that out as well. And as I mentioned, it does come in 12 shades. There are no claims about mattifying, controlling oil, or anything like that. I do have oily skin, so I will be using a mattifying primer, and I will be setting down with powder. I will do 1 or 2 check-ins throughout the day, and then do a final check-in at the end. I'm not really looking to see how well it controlled oil or anything like that, because that is not part of the claims. The main thing I'm going to be looking for when the wear test is done is just how well the makeup held together, because I always touch up, so it's not a big deal to me if I start getting a little shiny throughout the day. I'm going to go ahead and prime real quick with my Kimchi Chic Effing Matte Primer. I've really been loving this. There's also a double-sided puff that you could buy. One side you use to apply the foundation, the other side you use to set down with powder, but I am not a puff girl. I know that I wouldn't use it, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. face sponge to apply the product. I also meant to get the new luxury setting powder that he also launched with the foundation. It's a translucent, no color powder. There's only one shade. He claims it will work with all skin tones, and it's supposed to help mattify and give you kind of a silky blurring finish, but I completely forgot about it until after I ordered the foundation, and by then I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I mean, it is $38, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna wait on that and maybe get it later. I have so many powders that I just recently purchased, so yeah, that might be a purchase in the future, but not now. Alright, so far it is actually not looking too bad. It's actually blending really, really quickly. I watched his demonstration video where he talked about the product and then demonstrated the different ways that you can apply it. It definitely has a satin finish to it. The shade's a little bit lighter than I was expecting, but that's fine. I might just do a little bit of bronzing. I'm going to be doing a kind of a light medium finish. I just want to see how much coverage I get with applying just a little bit of product. That actually looks really nice, and I will say that it definitely has a skin-like finish to it. Yeah, I don't look like I'm wearing foundation. It's not matte, but it does have kind of a satin finish to it. It's definitely kind of got a dewy kind of a glow. He did explain that if you use a dampened sponge, you'll get more of a dewy effect. I may have gotten more of a matte, I may have gotten more of that kind of a satin matte finish had I used that puff, but yeah, I know that that's not something that I'm ever going to use, so there's no point in me getting it. Alright, so this is the product applied all over, and I have to say, I am impressed by the finish. It's very skin-like. It didn't take much product at all to get this amount of coverage. This little jar will definitely last a while. I've done my concealer and I've set everything down with powder. My concealer is from Becca. This is the Under Eye Corrector, and I'm also using the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced. I set everything down with Milani Make It Last setting powder. This is in light to medium, translucent. I'm really loving this powder. I also went ahead and did my brows. I'm just using the one from LA Colors. This is the eyeliner eyebrow pencil that I'm currently trying to work through. Alright, so right now, where we're at right now, this foundation looks really really nice. It definitely has a lot of coverage. It's highly pigmented. I probably could have used a little less product than I did. I'm going to go ahead, finish off my makeup. I'm actually going to be filming the unboxing of the Odin's Eye Easter boxes and then using some of the products that came in the box, and then we'll come back after that and do our first check-in. The rest of my makeup is done. All the products on my face came out of that Odin's Eye mystery box. Be sure to check that one out. That video should go up right after this one. You can see all the goodies that came in that box. Spoiler alert, I'm happy with everything that came in the box. It's been about a little more than an hour since I applied the foundation, and I have to say, you guys, it looks amazing. My skin looks absolutely beautiful. It doesn't say that it blurs the skin, at least I don't remember. It wasn't in the description of Beautylician. I don't remember if he said that or not in his launch video, but I am definitely seeing a blurring effect going on. The lines on my forehead look smoother, looks very skin-like. I don't look like I'm wearing a heavy foundation at all. I am absolutely loving it. I will try to do at least one check-in sometime during the middle of my day, and then I will come back at the end to do a final overall check-in just to kind of let you guys know how everything wore. Just a reminder, I am wearing that Kimchi Chic mattifying primer, and I'm also wearing that Make It Last setting powder from Milani because this is not an oil control mattifying foundation, and I do have very oily skin that does tend to get greasy throughout the day, but I will see you guys in just a few for that first check-in. So it is 3:15. It's been about 4 hours since I first applied it, and it does look really good. I have a little bit of oily breakthrough coming in here, a little bit in here like in my pore area, but I expected that. Like I said, this is not a mattifying or oil control foundation, but overall it is looking really good. It's not breaking up or anything. It still looks very skin-like. I am very impressed so far with how this foundation is wearing. I'm definitely going to do a final check-in. I might try to do another check-in before that. We'll just have to see, but so far about 4 hours in, it's looking pretty good. Hey guys, I am back with my final check-in, and I am really liking the overall finish that I'm seeing to my skin. I am seeing oily breakthrough. You know, my skin does have a little bit of a shine coming through, which I expected. And like I mentioned before, it's not a mattifying foundation. You know, it does not control oil or anything like that. But overall, my skin looks so nice. Even throughout the day when my skin was getting, more and more oily. And the shine is no more than any other foundation that I may have used. Usually I trip throughout the day, but this time I didn't, specifically because it was a wear test. But as you can see, it is still looking really nice. I'm very impressed with the overall finish. My skin still looks like skin. It did not break up. I actually have this very kind of lit within, just glowy luminescence to my skin. I mean, I am really loving what this foundation is doing to my skin so far. I mean, so far, all the claims that Wayne Goss made are true. I have not found any of them to be false. I'm really enjoying, like I said, the overall look of my skin, and I'm looking forward to continuing to use this in the future. It's towards the end of the month, so it's too late to say whether or not it'll be a favorite for April. But if I continue to see this type of result, then you'll probably hear about it in May whenever I do my May favorites. But so far, so good. Overall, this wear test was a success. I am loving the overall finish and look of my skin. And like I said, I'm looking forward to continuing to use this product more in the future. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love it if you would consider joining my little family. Make sure you tap the notification bell so you can be notified of any videos coming up in the future. And you can also follow me on my other socials. I am on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.